Hi, I'm Izzy, and in today's seasonal spot I'm going to be talking about dragonflies and damselflies. You may spot them when you're out on a walk near bodies of water like here at the Smite Pond, or when you're by a canal side. You might even see them near hedgerows and starting around, or even in woodlands. When you're out and about, you might wonder what's the difference between a dragonfly and a damselfly. Now there are some really clear ways you can tell the difference between them. When they're resting on reeds such as these, dragonflies often sit with their wings out like an aeroplane, whereas damselflies have their wings together and closed. Also, if you're lucky enough to get close to them, you can tell the difference between their eyes. Dragonflies' eyes are much bigger but closer together, whereas damselflies have much smaller eyes but they're farther apart. Another way to tell the difference between a damselfly and a dragonfly is by looking at their body shape. Damselflies are a lot skinnier and have a longer torso, but dragonflies, they're a lot chunkier and fatter, and that's probably why they're easier to spot when you're out on your walk, because they do catch your eye a little bit more because they're much chunkier. This also correlates with their larvae when they're in the pond. A damselfly larvae, again, is much skinnier and longer. And what's a really key way to identify them is damselflies have 3 gills poking out the back of their hard casing on a larvae, and it looks like a tail, but it is actually their gills. Dragonflies don't have this on their larvae, they're much thicker and fatter. So you may be wondering, what can you do in your garden pond to attract the dragonflies and the damselflies? As long as your pond is fishless and has plenty of vegetation, you should be absolutely fine, and they'll keep coming back and you can spot them every year. So let us know if you see any, and take a picture if you get that opportunity. Thanks for listening, and I hope you've learnt a bit more about dragonflies and damselflies, and I hope to see you again soon.